proud to be an American. We're at least.
Why are you trying to hide your name and badge number?
I am not.
You answer to me.
I do not.
I would like it if we could uphold the Constitution and allow freedom of press in our courtrooms.
Watch out, that's a lawbreaker right here. He likes to break the law, be careful. No, I don't answer to you.
Okay,
I'm free. You're dismissed.
I am not dismissed.
Yes, you are.
Who the fuck is at my window?
Do we enforce law around here or do we enforce will?
Who the fuck are you? Shining your lights in my window!
Okay, you need to leave.
I don't have
You're
to.
dismissed.
I'm not dismissed.
You are.
Actually, I think I'll do a foot patrol in this area.
Go ahead. Don't step on my property. You will be trespassing. Live here.
Lower your voice.
You need to leave my property. You are trespassing. You are trespassing. You're going to be going to jail. Follow the law. Say, what's your name and badge number? Why are you harassing me? Oh, you did? Were you fucking blind the 5 times you drove by? Which one of you honked at me?
They can put your hands on me. We won't be needing the gloves, sir. You can take the gloves off. We don't need the gloves. Nobody needs to put their hands on me. And I do not need escorted.
Leave my property now. This is private property. You are trespassing. Leave now.
You're not walking this fucking
What is
property.
your name?
On Tuesday, May 5th, the year of our Lord 2020, Jonathan Anthony, House of Abbott, was unlawfully arrested and imprisoned by the Columbus Police Department. Upon his release from the Bartholomew County Jail, Jonathan continued to document the traumatizing incident. As Jonathan was walking towards Jessica's house, he comes across a woman by the name of Amy Schaefer. Amy is a victim of extreme abuse by officers of the Columbus Police Department. Amy, being the strong woman that she is, had decided to speak out and be a voice against the criminal acts and corrupt tactics of the Columbus Police Department.
Okay, so
tell you about Maddox. Sure.
on my way. Okay, of course, I just left jail and I just shut off the camera where these guys were walking down the street because I needed a lighter, as you can see, as she has. And your name is?
Amy.
Amy. This is Amy. I'm Abbott, by the way.
Hi, Abbott.
And she just told me about an incident with her involving the Columbus Police Department officers, especially Officer Maddox. And tell your story again.
All right. Well, Maddox has arrested me 7 times out of the last 7 times I've been arrested. Most of them were for warrants for failure to appear to fines and fees court. Well, the 6th time he arrested me, he said, when am I ever going to catch you with methamphetamine, Amy? And I said, never. The next time he arrested me for driving without a license, he pulled me over off duty, out of uniform, had me out of the car, detained with my hands on the hood within 2 minutes of seeing me at the intersection, before he even had time for the radio to come back and tell him my license was actually suspended. Because 2 days after that day, I was supposed to go get my license back. So he had no idea that my license wasn't back yet. So he searches my car and he tells me that he finds 2 cigarette butts. When I get to the jail, I find out later that it was methamphetamine. I was being charged with it, although he never showed it to me, nor was I presented.
You never saw it at all.
No, right. I mean, plus I did not give him permission to search my vehicle.
Oh,
Even
really?
though I was driving without a license, he still doesn't have the right to search my vehicle.
No.
So I gave him. I told him he could not search my vehicle. He did anyway, and yeah, you know.
So he arrested you.
It's just kind of ironic.
He arrested you because of
driving without a license,
which you did have.
Well, I was 2 days shy of it,
Okay.
and I told him that, and I proved it. I have proof. I have the appointment. I paid off all my fines and fees. I'd taken the written test, and in 2 days, I was driving my vehicle because I just got the brakes fixed.
Of course.
And I was trying to drive it before I took my driving test in Indianapolis. That's all I was doing. I made it 2 blocks, and he pulled me over.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he seen me, and he assumed I didn't have my license, which, like I said, he had no way of knowing.
Unless
Yeah.
he wanted to unlawfully pull you over
Right.
to see.
He should have waited until they came back and said she does not have a license. Then he could have pulled. But he had me.
But he had no
pulled
reason
over,
to run your tags.
Detained, and my hands were on the hood, and I no longer had any rights to my purse or my vehicle before they even came over the radio saying that my license was still suspended.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was off duty and out of uniform.
Oh man.
And the last time I saw him, he said, "When am I going to catch you with meth?" And then ironically, he finds it, which I know for a fact I did not have any at my home. I'll be quite honest, or in my car.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact there was nothing in my car.
So you didn't have any in your car whatsoever?
No, I knew that. I knew that, but I still didn't give them permission to search because I don't trust them. They're capable of anything.
Of course.
You know, I've seen them say a dog is hit on my car, and there's been nothing in my car for them to hit on.
Of course.
And they've searched, and they told me they found marijuana. That marijuana can stay in a car for up to 3 weeks. So basically, if someone smoked a joint 3 weeks ago in my car, and they smell it in my car, that's probable cause 3 weeks later to search my
No,
vehicle.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, they're unlawfully using canines to,
Right.
obtain probable cause.
Yes.
It's violating
And
our Fourth
I
Amendment.
have a conviction of possession of marijuana and a conviction of driving without a license. Those are the only two. Yet every time they see me, they've stopped me on foot and searched me. They stop me every time. And run a canine across my car. And those are the only two charges I have. Now I have a pending meth charge, which I'm not
Just
guilty
recently?
of. Yeah, I'm still waiting to go to court for it.
During this whole pandemic stuff?
It was before that, but the fact of the matter is I've never had a felony, nor would I, and now I do because he said that, and then he also said 7 for 7, Schaefer, 7 out of the last 7 arrests he's arrested me,
Wow.
and that just seems like harassment.
Oh, it is
You know?
harassment.
Oh, and I have another incident to tell you about him.
Please do.
I was in my car. I wasn't driving. My friend was driving. We got pulled over. I had a warrant for missing court for fines and fees. I worked a lot. It was before they sent you text messages. I haven't missed a court date since. But being a single woman supporting myself, I forgot sometimes.
It happens.
I have my fines and fees paid off now. So that's a good thing. I got out of my vehicle because I wasn't driving, and I was just walking down the alley because I knew I had the warrant. And like I said, I wasn't driving. He had no reason to detain me. He tackled me, and I had gravel in my cheek for 2 weeks. He told me that if I didn't press charges on him for doing that he would not press charges for me trying to flee, which would have been a felony offense because he was going to get me
Did
for
you
fleeing.
flee?
Even though I was not running.
No.
I was walking. I knew he was going to catch me. But no, the point is he tackled me in the gravel brutally, knocked the wind out of me, and it took me 2 weeks to get all the gravel out of my face.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
unnecessary force. I was not running.
Do you know what day that was? Do you know these
I could
dates?
give you those dates. I could
Please
look
do.
back and do that. It was about 2 summers ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just he stops me while I'm walking, and just
Harassing you,
Yes.
intimidating you,
Well,
threatening you.
I lived on 9th in California, and he would stop me outside my house with people outside and wanting to have a positive interaction with me when really he was trying to get my neighbors to think I was working with the police, which would have been dangerous for me in that
Of course.
neighborhood, And he was doing that on purpose, and I know that he was. Because why would he want to have positive interaction,
It's
right in front of all my neighbors, really loud?
You wouldn't believe the evidence we have on him committing crimes.
Yeah, oh, he's one of the dirtiest cops.
He-
And if I have a lawyer, and we're going to take this to trial, we want to see him present this evidence, right? Present the methamphetamine. He says he found him. He told me it was 2 cigarette butts. So he lied to me. I didn't even know until I was getting booked in and he was gone that I had a meth charge.
Well, you tell me those dates. We're going to go get the public records request.
Okay.
They have law enforcement recordings.
They got all this on video.
Okay, so we're
You
going to
know?
find out ourselves.
Yeah, you can find out from the time that he saw me in the car until the time he had me pulled over
Yep.
and detained. And you'll know the dispatch had not gotten back to him about whether my license was valid or not. So he had no reason to pull me over and detain me like that until he knew,
Even then, you don't need a driver's license to travel.
Then he
but I'll
towed
explain
my
all
car
that.
even though I was parked in a public parking space. He towed it anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had no reason to tow my car. It was it was right on 9th and Chestnut, parked on the side of the street in a legal place. There was no reason for him to take it. But he did it, he towed it anyway.
We're the defenders of rights. The defenders of rights.
I'm so glad I met you
Yeah.
because I don't want to live here anymore. I've never been afraid of anything more than I am the police because I know that they're capable of doing anything they want.
Do you hear this, guys? This
Anything.
is another victim in this town. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Amy, thank you so much for
You're welcome, dude.
testifying to that.
Dude, I am all about it. I will do whatever you guys want.
What?
I know a lot of other people that could
Same,
that you
so
could
do we.
interview, dude. Yeah,
So do we.
I'm sure the stories just keep piling up,
They do.
piling up. And they're coming after me because of my brother and my cousin.
Well, we're going to put a stop to it.
Yeah, dude, it's not fair.
No.
I go to work every day. I pay my bills. I have my own place. I stick to my own. I'm not a drug dealer. I've struggled with addiction. That's it.
We all have our demons.
Right.
Okay.
Like I said, I've got a marijuana charge and a driving without a license charge.
You never hurt anybody.
No, never hurt.
Exactly.
I'm not
That's a
violent
crime.
person.
Injuring another
If
person.
if I am guilty of anything, it's to being an addict. You know,
And that's a
they treat me
disease.
like a criminal. It is a disease. And instead of sending us places where we can recover, they're sending us to jail where we meet more people
Yep.
that, you know, may corrupt us or introduce us to more, you know, it's a never-ending cycle, and
Yes.
they don't care.
They don't care
I
one
have a
bit.
friend who shot a guy in his house who was trying to rob him. The next day, they found over a half pound of marijuana in this guy's house. He had 4 felonies. He got sentenced to probation, paid all of his probation fees. But as soon as he got sentenced, never took a drug screen, and they put him on non-reporting probation because they got his money. It's all about the money.
Yes, it is.
That's all they want.
I'd like to have his name. That
I will, yeah,
That-
because, dude,
Report
it's
too.
insane. Because just because he paid that $4,000 right off the bat, he hasn't had a report, hasn't had to have a drug screen.
Wow.
I mean, this guy shot a guy. Yeah, I mean, and I love this guy, and he wasn't guilty of anything, but it's just because he had the money. Had he not had the money, he'd be in and out of the system. He'd probably be in jail right now.
Of course.
You know, because they pulled him over so many times after that and searched him for marijuana. I mean, they're some of the crookedest cops in Indiana, and I've heard this out of state police officers' mouths.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It's true.
The Columbus Police Department was some of the crookedest.
Oh my gosh.
So-
I'm going to give you our information, okay?
Thank you. Yes, I will help you guys in any way.
This is another victim, guys. Amy, we're going to be here to help, okay?
Right on. Thank you.
It is bad here.
I mean, I see a cop and I want to pee my pants and run. I'm scared of them. They're
Everybody.
supposed to serve and protect.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but instead they prey on, you know, especially like young girls. They try to get them in there to turn on people.
Yes, they
you
do.
know, and they'll threaten their kids and all kinds of stuff. And
Yes.
and that puts these people in even more danger when they get out.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know, they lie. They've lied. I got so many stories for you, dude. It's unbelievable.
Well,
Some unjust. But dude, I'm serious. Whatever you need, I'll help you in any way.
all you got to do is on YouTube, go to YouTube and
Oh,
look
okay.
up the Defenders of Rights.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
We have thousands of
Okay.
fans and subscribers,
Hell
and
yeah.
you know
Hell yeah.
we're just trying to. That's what we're doing. Independent journalism, trying to show truth.
And did they just book and release you
Yeah,
for
this right here.
recording?
Yep.
And you have every legal right to do that.
On on
Yeah.
private property and public property. I was on sidewalk.
Have you read the study about the dogs and how this company did a study about police dogs, and they buried it because the study found that the dogs respond more to the emotion of their handlers. And if this guy's really wanting to get a bust, then they're going to hit on that car.
Oh,
You know,
really?
yes, yep. And they discredited the dogs and they buried it, but it's somewhere online. You'll be able to find it. I read the article. It's fabulous.
I want to check that out.
It really discredits, because I mean, how can there's error there with dogs.
Oh, it's
you know?
complete error.
Yeah, but yet that sent people to prison. You know.
I know.
And give them a lot of justification to search a car.
Oh, I know.
Whenever
It's there.
never
They're
seen
there
it.
to violate the
How
Fourth
many times
Amendment.
have we not seen those dogs hit? It's like, what'd that dog just do? You know, sit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and they'll say yes, yeah, that's what the
know.
dog did. I mean, and then I've seen a dog just come up to a window, bark, 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 bark.
Yep.
You know, they don't do shit, and those people were dirty. I mean, it's like they pick and choose.
They do pick and
They know
choose.
who's vulnerable. They know, you
Yep.
know. They brought me in and told me that they had a buy on me for selling marijuana, and that if I didn't turn these people over, that I was going to get. And I said, can you please provide me that with that evidence, you know? And I said, okay, they couldn't. I said, am I being detained or arrested? Nope, later. Because the least you say to them, the better off you are.
Exactly.
If you get pulled over, you don't have to say
Exactly.
your name.
Remain
You just-
silent.
You just unroll your window and give them your license and
Yep.
registration. You have to say a freaking word.
Exactly.
Because they can and use anything against you in the court of law,
Yep.
and they will.
That's why we do this too.
Good, dude.
Because
That's
they incriminate
awesome.
themselves.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they've done so many dirty.
I want to
dirty
see that
things.
video on YouTube that you have
Okay.
posted up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, I didn't do it because I wasn't recording it, but it's on there. I guarantee it.
We'll try to find it.
I'll
when
let you
can.
know when the arrest happened, and we'll have to go back and do our research. I'm sure we can find it.
Okay.
I know one of the people that took the video, and aren't we allowed to get the police video from their?
That's
from
public
their
records
cars?
request. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we need to request some of that and just see,
Okay.
you know, what went down, because I'm telling you, there's no way that. And then, luckily, my lawyer is going to make it so they don't suspend my license for another few years, because I was 2 days close to getting it. He just is trying to get it suspended for 60 so I can get it back. Because, dude, I paid over $2,000 worth of fines and fees and tickets to get my license back. Took the written test and was 2 days away test driving my car because it just got new brakes on it. That's all I was doing. So I haven't had a job in like 6 weeks. So I do nothing really with my time right now except clean some houses and stuff, because Yeah, so I have plenty of time on my hands to help
Okay.
you out whenever,
Good.
whatever.
Good. Awesome,
And I'm
Amy.
all about it, dude. My friend Carmelo has sued the Columbus Police Department twice and won over $300,000.
Oh, I know. Carm.
Yeah, yep.
Tall.
He's got a lot.
Tall black guy.
Yep.
I
He's
know.
very educated
Yes, he is.
with the law, and he went over there to report a kidnapping. His ex-girlfriend's baby daddy took their baby to Texas he didn't even have custody, and he went in to report it, and they arrested him.
Oh, this was just a few days
Yes,
ago.
yeah.
Ashford Place Apartments.
Yes.
So it is Carm. It's Carmelo.
Yes.
Carmelo.
They just.
What's his name?
Anthony.
Last name?
Anthony, I think. I'm not sure. I have to look it up.
Carmelo Anthony.
I think so. They dislocated his hip, and they used serious police force.
Oh, I know.
Force,
We
yeah,
have
for
the,
no
we have the
reason.
incident. We have all the witnesses. We're getting all of that.
Oh, you need to get the tape. Yeah, the video too, because
We are.
Carm was not arguing with them. He was talking to them calmly and cooperating. But
Were you there for that incident?
No, he just told me
Okay.
all about
Well,
it.
I was
And
there
then-
right afterwards.
so they
I need
arrest
his
him.
number.
Oh,
I need
I've
his.
only got his Facebook information.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'll get it to you then.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, dude, because he's got stories. He's got evidence.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to get his evidence for the other night.
Maddox needs to be kicked off the force.
He is. Him, Decker. I mean, there's a long.
I can
Actually,
get my charges dropped if they discredit him because he was the one who arrested me. I mean, and if they don't present the evidence, then there is no evidence. There's no charges can be.
no.
And unless he's gonna go get some and plan it, and which if he would have planned it, he would have showed it to me, right?
No.
I mean, he told
They've
me
done it
there's
before.
2 cigarette butts in that. That's all. Because I said, "What'd you find now?" He had a big smile on his face. Cigarette butts. I said, "Okay."
Of course, he had a big smile on his
Yeah.
face.
Oh, yeah, he did. And he goes 7 for 7, Schaefer.
That's
That's
it.
just sick.
He
you
is
know?
sick.
Yeah. He's
What-
like, "I'm just trying to help you, Amy. Every time I take you to jail, it's just because I'm trying to help." I said, "Really? Because you're causing me to lose jobs. You're causing me to have to pay money that I cannot afford. I mean, I'm a server, and you're taking $2,000 out for fines and fees whenever I made $14,000 last year. That's a big chunk out of my income.
Oh, it is.
You know,
That's all
and that's not helping me. It's setting me back. I struggle with addiction, and you're making me want to just go back to it, you know?"
When's the last time you saw him?
Last September when he arrested me.
Okay.
Yeah.
September.
Okay, what's your name again, dude?
Abbott.
Abbott?
Yep.
ABB?
ABBOTT. And of course, put here. I got a flashlight.
Yeah, thank you.
And go ahead and put down the Defenders of Rights. That's
Okay.
our YouTube channel. Spelled as is. The Defenders of Rights.
I'm so excited, okay?
And yeah, there you go. Nope.
Locks
Dude,
on
now
you,
it told me-
things like that.
That he could spot me from the back of my head, by the back of my head. He said there's not many 5'8" blonde girls with short hair walking around downtown Columbus. He can spot me a mile away. And I'm like, "And so what, you have to bug me every time you see me?"
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, he really does harass me.
Who is that, Drake?
Yeah.
Maddox.
Yes, Drake. Yes.
I
Look
said-
at that. By
I said,
first
I couldn't
name.
figure out if you were trying to fuck
He's the
me
one
or
that got
fuck
me,
me.
remember? He's the one that got me both those times that I got arrested, and I'm pretty sure that they planted that one syringe that I got hit with because I told him, I said, "Look, man," I said, "you can't do nothing now." I said, "What you gonna do now?" or some shit like that. And him and the other cop, they actually, after searching and destroying everything, they looked at each other in the front cab of my truck, and they both kind of went like this, and old boy leaves, and I go, "Where's he going?" And he goes to the back of his cruiser, opens up the thing, grabs something out, goes back up there, and then they end up finding a syringe, right?
Didn't show you.
Well, as soon as I got arrested for it and everything, I was like, "You're lying, man." I said, "Now I know that you're planting these things on me, bud."
Oh
I
my gosh. Was it
I said,
Decker
"You're
with
fucked."
him?
It was
Maddox?
Drake Maddox and, man, what was that dude's
Brandon
name?
Decker?
Reddish hair, I want to say.
Oh, if he had red hair, it was
Possibly reddish hair. I don't want to say that for sure, but it was definitely Drake Maddox. And then I told her, I said Heather Schuogel is who I had. I was like, "Look, I bet when you get the video footage on this," I said, "it's going to maybe show them looking up towards my visor area." And I said, "And I don't know how they're going to pull it off, but maybe it's going to like look away and then come back, and then all of a sudden it'll be there, some shit like that." I said, "Whatever it is, it's going to be wrong, okay?" So 4 months into my stay there, she comes back, she slams her books down on the thing, and she was like, "Well, I got some news for you." And I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "You were right. You were right about all of it." And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, Columbus Police Department has lost all video footage of your entire arrest.
No way.
There is no arrest of Isaiah
Oh,
with you and that
yeah,
guy that day. I said,
right.
I told you there video footage, something was going to be up. And
They can't go through, but they can't follow through with it.
All charges got dropped.
Yeah, exactly.
That was then.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's awesome, Isaiah. That's awesome.
I hate Maddox, man. I dislike him. I don't hate him. I just
Well, he's
dislike
an
him.
evil person.
Yeah,
He works for
one
the
of those.
devil. I'm sorry that is happening. We're working on it. Okay. Like this right here, us getting together. This helps. More witnesses to their crimes. No, man. No, they're done. It's not okay. Look, we get booked, arrested, booked in, and they just frolic about.
Yeah.
No.
Do whatever they want.
Exactly.